All aboard!
This is Pelon and Chubby, episode 87. Back at it again with that good stuff. This week, the guys get together for an early look at the post-Mueller hearing. Will Trump get another 4 years? Pelon breaks into a monster-sized rant. The job spot is got a lot, feeling it in her heart. And Chubby rolling with the punches. Going to do some shows and pick up where he left off at with the comedy lead. Pelon has the report from Vegas. It's a hot spot. Even little June got in on the fun. This is Pelon and Chubby, episode 87. Doing what we do. Check us out.
Activate.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rick Salas and Guy Murray, talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show. And we're live.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the episode of the Pelon and Chubby Show. I'm Rick Salas.
And I'm Guy Murray.
And together we're Pelon and Chubby here, coming to you every Wednesday night, whether you like it or not. But we appreciate you tuning in. We're trying to get started earlier. I know last time we were like after 9 and stuff, but I think we're getting this finally dialed in. Give me a little bass. Put a little bass in my voice. Maybe don't mistake me for a cocksucker. Anyway, so it's great to be here, great to be alive. It's been an interesting week. I don't know if it's so much interesting. Maybe we just say that and it's really not interesting to anybody else, even us to us. We just say it. We're just programmed to say it. So this week we're going to talk a little bit about that, what we're programmed to say and do, why we do and say what we say, and is it appropriate? Do we really mean it? Do we care, really?
I don't know. Is it something that's just a thing? It's just a thing.
We have triggers like at work. We say whatever we say. Got a little hot water at work? I don't know. Whatever. I know. To them, it's a big deal. I get it. But when I explain it to you, you tell me. You're an innocent third party. You tell me what you think if it was a write-upable offense.
Okay.
Anyway, and then the Mueller Report. I know you are the expert on that. I went to lunch with one of the guys from work today, and I was side-swiped with the whole conversation about the Mueller Report and how he is a Republican, and he was rather pleased that today was a massive victory in crushing the Democrats, that it completely and utterly sealed the deal, the nail in the casket for the Democratic Party.
You think so?
He categorically says he is a professional listener
Okay.
of the Mueller Report and such things. And he went on record as to say that it was a
win?
A major blow to the Democrats. And that was a massive win for all Republicans that they should celebrate today as a huge victory.
Wow.
I got a little whistle. Whistle. Like I'm from, I'm Southern.
Oh, that's not the mics then. That's all you. This mic make me sound stupid.
So we got that to talk about. A little bit of Trump action, but not a whole heck of a lot. The weather's interesting.
Weather has been
monsoon conditions. It's weird. It's creepy. There was like nobody on the road on the way home.
Well, and Arizona actually had a monsoon,
Yeah,
so they get in the butter side of this.
Yeah, we get the tail end of it, you know.
Yeah.
And all the lights. It was weird, man. I'm like, something's going down. All the lights were on flashers, like the power went out.
Yeah.
You know. But I don't know. I think that's PG&E or SDG&E just getting back at everybody. You know, flipping them the big fuck you finger for giving them grief about passing all those laws that keep them from getting in trouble about anything at all.
Right.
So they just are arbitrarily flipping the switch.
I think they're just doing that because we haven't had any large heat indexes. We haven't had any brownouts, but they just want to mess with.
They want to fuck with people. They want to do like I got a little bit of vibration sound coming. I got so they Nah, I think it's because when I get a little louder and hot into the mic, it gives me a little bit of, I don't know, feedback. It's kind of not feedback, but like a vibration sound. Anyway, they are like, oh, we have a little inclement weather. Like there's a little sprinkle. Shut it off! Shut it off! These fuckers want to play. Shut it off! How do you like it with no electricity?
No electricity coming your way. Nope.
You like that? It's muggy out. No air conditioner. Yeah. Next time we try and pass something, fuckers. Yes. Yes is the answer. Vote yes. So I think everybody got the message. So what's going on in the Chubbyville?
Chubbyville has been extraordinarily plain. It's nothing special. We're just doing good. Just doing the regular old thing. Just getting through the week, getting through each day. You know, now I got a new cycle, and I'm off on Thursdays. So it's a good thing. So when I know I got the hump day meeting on Wednesday, I know I'm off the following day, so I can just kind of like either hang out with you late here or not really, but
today's your Friday?
Today's my Friday, but then I go back to work Friday, so it's all crazy.
Yeah, this week I work through Friday. I don't work the weekend. I work 2 weekends this month.
How'd that feel?
I like the weekend because there's nobody there.
Okay.
You know, you can show up in your PJs, you can cruise around, but then you get that manager you're not used to working with, and then they give you a little grief.
Right.
You know,
right.
Because they don't know how you work, what you do.
They don't know your role.
You don't know me, fool. Right?
Get up off my block.
But you know, so I got to give my boss said he threatened to watch tonight. He's not going to fucking watch, I know it. But he threatened to watch, and I got to give him credit. The dude works hard. He's one of the hardest working guys there. He makes himself available. A lot of those other managers are fucking hiding behind a rock somewhere, or looking like they're busy so that they don't have to help people out. And he always makes himself available to our team, to other teams. He works hard, you know.
That's great.
And I'm not the easiest person to manage as far as, like, I won't fight you on shit, but at the same time, I'm irregular. Like, I don't function like everybody else. So there's a lot of buffering and covering up of my shit that you got to do, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I appreciate that. He does it. He does it effectively. He keeps all of the people that I never want to talk to off of me. Okay. You know, so that part I appreciate. The guy, you know, he's a good dude.
That's good. That's good to have that, you know, and it makes the team more solid.
So why I say that is, one, in case he's watching.
Right.
Two is in case I say something later on in the show that may hurt his feelings a little bit or something. I did preface it by saying he is one of the greatest managers that I've ever had the privilege of working for.
I had the pleasure of working for. I get it.
Or have the pleasure of, or am still.
Okay,
I hope.
Okay, there you go. Preface.
You know what? Here's the difference. I appreciate my job, like, because I have a job,
right?
But I'm not afraid of losing my job because I found this one when I was, like when I was looking for one, right?
Right.
Does that make sense?
That makes great sense.
So, I don't like moving around and shit. I don't like starting new shit up, but at the same time, like, I'll behave, but I'm gonna, I got to do what I do,
right?
If that makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
Everybody's freaking out at work. Our whole team's on suicide watch.
Oh Lord!
Like they're having a rough week. So he's like, hey, how you doing this week? Well, for one, I don't make enough calls to be affected by anything.
I'm not.
Literally, the world could fall apart in the 6 calls that I make. Yeah, it'll probably be the same fucking calls I usually make.
The same people.
So I'm not affected as much as maybe somebody that's doing 100, 150 calls.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. I dial the phone and people just pick up. Or I take inbound calls and people just pick up,
What does Matt say? There are so many shift managers around.
Who's
oh,
this
no.
one?
Matt Acalbia. He says there are so many shit managers around SD. It's like they aren't trained or something. I feel you.
Yeah. David Chino, what's up, Green? Chilling. Good to see you joined in. Nick Flores, what's up, dog? Good seeing you last week over at Indian Joe. We went over there.
Oh, you went?
Dude, it was like a fucking class reunion.
Oh, was it? That's great.
I saw
Bob Murphy.
Bob Murphy, yeah. That was what's left of them done. Woo. So, and then there was a few other people. What's it called? Did some time. Fuck, he's getting good. The kid's getting good, man. He's going to make it.
Cantu?
Cantu is going to make it, man. I knew from the very beginning, the first time I ever seen him down there doing the open mic, I was like, bro, whatever you do, just keep on writing. Write every day, write new shit, and get up as much as you can, man. It's no secret. I'm not rewriting the whole thing, how this shit works, but you, brother, you got talent. You're
right
young, good-looking dude.
Right on.
You got a chance at making it in this shit.
Yes.
You know? And he's getting better and better, man. His shit is funny, and he's sticking with it.
He's from Escondido, so he's like a local kid.
That little laugh that he has in between jokes, you know, it works. It works, you know. And I'm not, much for gimmicks and shit, but it works. Rich the Stitch Flores was headlining. Laughed my ass off.
Wait, Rich was the headliner? I thought P-Man was the headliner.
No, I didn't see any P-Man there.
P-Man was the week before. I got it messed up.
He same old stuff, little tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
His timing was really off.
Oh, wow.
And you know me, I keep it real.
Yeah.
But it was good to see. I hadn't watched him in a while.
Okay.
So it was. I still laughed my ass off. It wasn't the same show that I think he usually does, but it was good. People liked it. People were laughing. It was good.
That's great.
So, but it was good. It was good to see. You know, we had a little conflict, a little strife, grief,
about you and him, and I see. Okay, that didn't surface.
It's a long story, and then either neither one of us had the balls to say something,
okay,
or just thought it was not necessary to talk about.
You know what I'm seeing whenever it switches to you, it's like it can't find you type of thing.
Because I'm getting washed out by the fucking lights.
Might be it.
So it's staying on you?
No, it goes to you, but when it goes to you, it's like it's searching.
So I need to be browner?
No, well, got 6 listeners out there. We got people on the watch party. Hey, you guys, thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us. This is Pelon and Chubby in studio. We are even actually taking in phone calls to chime in on our subject. We're about to hit stride with the end of news, but hanging out with us on a Wednesday evening.
That's nice, Matt checking us out, man. You know Matt.
Matt's one is
he's one of the OGs in the game from the Pelon and Chubby show. He was on one of the very first podcasts, I think. Yeah. As far as the back end producing or what do you call it, music and that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, let us know with a little something on there, Matt or somebody, if you hear the air conditioning buzz in the background. See, if it is, we can turn it off. It's not a big deal. Edgar's said he's gonna go lift weights. For what, mijo? Come on.
It's just the summer body look is over.
Dog,
it's done.
We're beyond the age of giving a fuck anymore.
Right.
It's like, hey, whether we're in shape or not, if a chick's gonna fuck us, she's gonna fuck us no matter what. It wasn't our looks that got her to do it. It was obviously.
It was the tall trash can of lies you pumped her up with. That
either daddy or grandpa issues,
right?
Or something that you just said on accident that triggered some memory about a good time in her life.
Mr. Dean Roberts, thanks for checking out and joining the pot.
She's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and blow him. Yeah.
No, I think it was just a trash can full of lies that you piled up on. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. That's enough. I mean, I'm not a salesman, but I've convinced this woman that we're going to be happy for the rest of our lives. So
I'll tell you, know what, man? I'll use that one a lot on clients. They'll be like, I got to talk to my wife. I say, you know what? You guys married? Yeah, we're married.
Yeah.
Well, you talked her into marrying you. I think you can sell her on this shit.
You can sell her on this. You can sell her on that.
I think you'll be
Anybody. Everybody.
Right. They say it's easier to ask for forgiveness and permission.
Yes.
But no, I'm done with all the lies and shit. Like sitting there trying to pump myself up in front of a chick, like you this and that. You know why?
Why?
You tell them all these stories and lies and all that stuff, and then they look at you and like, there's no fucking way. There's no way any of that's true. Look at you.
Look where you at. Look how you slumming.
I wish you were just fucking tell me the truth, and I'd just be like, fuck it.
Fuck it.
I'll fuck the chubby kid. It's all right. Fuck it.
What's up, Mr. Ryan Escovillo?
It's
Jeremy Paul.
It is what it is. Hey, Michael DeVindo. He hasn't missed a week. Fucker's good.
Nice.
He was probably even on here waiting for us on the weeks we weren't even
like,
where are they?
Yeah, where are they?
Where are they? What the fuck?
My goodness. And it was good posting that one. It was good. That was like...
What's that? The last one?
Yeah, number 86. That looked good, sound good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's all dialed in.
Dialed in.
I didn't even see it.
It's up.
I gotta see it.
Get the app, son.
I gotta watch my shit.
You gotta listen to your stuff.
On Podbean?
Yeah.
I got the app. I just haven't seen it.
Send you a notification that we got new episodes. New episodes in the house. Carlos Mendez, thanks for stopping in. Everybody's coming in, popping in good. That's baby. This is a weekly thing.
What's that? Oh. So you've been watching that. I don't even know how to say it right. Somebody's gonna fucking be like, that's not how you say it.
That's not how you say it.
That podcast that turned into a Showtime TV show now, but they keep it in the podcast kind of format.
What?
Jesus and the two black dudes. I can't think of the other guy's name. Somebody out there know? Marianne McCoy.
What's up? My God.
It's on Showtime, Jesus and something.
Okay. But
anyway,
it's a podcast format.
It's like a podcast kind of format, but it's blown up.
Okay.
It's a Showtime show. It's kind of like Howard Stern did the behind the scenes look at the podcast. So they try and keep it like podcast-ish kind of.
Yeah.
But they got fucking great guests now, obviously, because they got loot and they got exposure, and then these people want exposure. Obviously.
Life is good.
But they have usually one or two pretty darn good guests.
Life is good.
And man, the show and they're funny, but
prerequisite.
My issue is
okay.
They're funny. The shit's funny. Their take on it's funny, but it always has that slanted black perspective on it. And why is it necessary? I mean, on this show we touch on everything, and maybe I am a little harsher on others than I probably should be, but we try and be fair, and it's not always the white or black perspective. It's the people perspective. So, why on their show does it always have to be a cause and effect of a black issue? Do they feel like so much it has to be represented, like over and over, like beating your head?
From what I understand, that's how they got their stride. That's how they got their popularity. So they got to stick with that formula.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Then why the fuck you looked at me like you don't have any idea what I'm talking about?
I had to process it.
Oh my God.
Said one guy's name and then fumbled around.
Well, yeah, he's the one that does all the talking. The other guy just does all the retarded shit.
So got a couple questions. Matt, did we go to Comic-Con? You know what? We could have done a panel. We could have hosted a panel at Comic-Con.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's so sci-fi and I'm so down to earth. It's
the fuck
ridiculous.
if I am. I hate the fucking. I'll tell you what. I went.
He's Star Quest. He's Star Quest. I'm Star Wars.
Bro, I told you I went with my daughter that first year.
Yeah, that 1 year. Yeah.
That she wanted to go, and I went for her. But what a fucking circle jerk clusterfuck of nothingness.
I enjoy. You don't like the.
Bro, I am not. I wasn't too crazy about Star Wars. I saw maybe the first one.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, not so much.
But I mean, just watching the fans, seeing the people all dressed up.
Well, yeah, the ones with hardly no clothes on, maybe.
That
but
was
that's
all.
Anywhere. I can go to the strip
I can
joint
go
for
to the
that.
strip joint for that. Okay.
I don't have to pay that big ass ticket.
I get it.
My thing was always we weren't the kind of kids that played video games.
Okay.
We weren't like D&D fucking kids.
Hey, you didn't do
we weren't into comic books.
No.
We weren't into any of that. Fuck, we didn't have any money. How the fuck we were going to watch anything or buy any of that kind of shit?
I know what you did. The oldest went to go see it, then he came home to tell you about it.
Right.
And y'all got like 10% of what really went down.
I was the oldest. But here's the thing. We were so into sports.
Okay.
Like the only reason I even went to high school was to play sports.
Oh.
Like I didn't give a fuck about anything else.
There's no school.
Right.
For this fool.
So, it's kind of one of those things where I...
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't into any of that shit.
Matt, I feel you, dude. The cosplay girls, they bring it over the top. I mean, what?
Well, yeah.
Who
doesn't like seeing like fucking scantily clad?
I like to see a Chun-Li and a very well done.
I went over there and there was some
Harley
chicks
Quinn every once in a while.
And supposed like whatever superhero outfits, whatever. And straight going up the butt, some Asian chicks running around. And I was like, oh, my God.
Are you seriously pulling off a Gamera right now? Check you out. Good, girl. You got yourself some green on. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what you supposed to be? It's kind of like a Halloween for grown-ups. Some 1-2 days of the week.
And my problem is they come up and they're like, oh, you like my costume? And I'm like,
I don't
even know what the fuck it is. I'm so lost.
That's true.
Put it this way. The highlight of mine was, remember that old Asian chick that used to be in all the movies from way back.
Yeah. That's all.
She was like one of the first Asian Playboy chicks, Bing. Whatever. She had her own little booth in the very far corner when you first come in the backside, where nobody could fucking find her. Where they found Hasselhoff to rejuvenate his fucking career.
Right.
That's where she was, and I was like, oh my god. And nobody's there. Not one person's at her booth.
Okay.
Right? Nobody stopped by for 2 days or 3 days. Nobody knew who the fuck she was. And I was like, oh fuck yeah. How many loads did I lose on that? You know? and so that was like a highlight for me.
Yes.
But like, how much of that is going on there? You know, and plus, not to mention, you got to wait in line, and then you just want to walk down the what's concourse? Is that what they call that? Right by all the meeting rooms.
Yeah.
And you just want to be, what the fuck is wrong with you? You've been sitting here for fucking what? 8 hours waiting for this bullshit to start a Q&A for some fucking asshole that could give a fuck about you. What is your fucking malfunction? You slept here since last night waiting in line? Are you fucking out of your mind? But you know how long it would take me to talk to all those fuckers and ask them that? Like the whole week, right? And that's not the whole idea, I guess, of this Comic-Con thing.
Yeah, no,
but that's the only thing going through my mind is like, hey, like, I'm looking around like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, are the zombies truly taking over? I mean, what the hell?
But I just like the fandom of it all, and just to see somebody, that's their world, man. They live that 24/7, 365. And then when a big show like that comes, they all out.
Wow.
Some of them just travel. Some of them travel and just that's all they do.
Yeah,
and some of them get paid. Some of them are professionally.
How fucked up is it that that's what your life revolves around?
If you're making $75K and you get to travel, all the expenses paid.
Fuck, dude. I'm sure there's guys sucking cock that make millions. That doesn't fucking entice me at all.
Where are you getting all that from? I'm serious.
I'm just saying.
It's a serious occupation.
I'm trying to think of the most heinous career out there, and then putting $1 to it. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're like, okay, listen, Rick, all you got to do is come in here 8 hours a day and suck cock, and we're going to pay you $3 million.
Me Too Millions.
Right.
Hashtag Me Too Millions.
Who?
That's what Ryan Escavilla said. Escavilla.
All right, so let's see. Where is it? Oh
Jorge Mendoza. I got a butt dial from Jorge Mendoza. I thought he was trying to make some money by to buy a house or something.
What are you talking about? Booty call?
I got called by his butt dial, and I call him back. Then it says, this phone is not set up.
Dude, where is it?
Where's what? The control?
Oh, no.
You don't. Oh, you in technology, man.
Oh, no.
Just leave it alone.
Mevo.
It's still running.
I know. I just got to go back to it. There it is. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Mevo.
Hi, Mevo.
All right. So, it's like that's all I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to say nothing about the homosexual. Whatchamacallit.
Whatchamadigger?
Yeah, I'm not poking fun at them. They're all right with me. They're doing one of my favorite things, of course, being on the receiving end. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was just trying to make it relevant to my life.
I get you. I feel you, man.
So I know they're making money at that. The fucking nerds, you know.
The effing nerds.
Look. When I grew up, you were a jock, a band Twinkie, a drama Twinkie, or a BLer, behind the library smoker.
Okay.
Right? You know? So either that or you're a hot chick fucking everybody. You know?
Yeah. That girl.
Yeah. And then at our school, because we're so close to the beach, you were a surfer or whatever. So, I mean, you know, that's just my outlook on it. Like, those guys, like Trekkies and all that stuff, they're just, to me, they're always dorks. But now they're cool. They grow out a beard and fucking now they're accepted. You know? Like you throw on a tattoo and you're fucking all of a sudden MMA.
Throw on a tattoo, don't take a shower. You're all cool.
You know? So it's all perspective now. It's funny to see these guys after you get out of school when, you know, being cool doesn't matter. Just how much money you're making matters. And then these fuckers are like, I spent my whole life, you know, in school and getting good grades and now I got a good job. And then all of a sudden they're the cool motherfuckers, right? Until the chicks get to know them like intimately. And then all of a sudden, Oh, now I see.
I see
Now
what
I
happened.
understand.
That was amazing.
And then they wonder why they're single. Because you should have got your fucking education on in how to be cool when you were in school. But I know I'm hurting some people's feelings out there that maybe were like that in school.
They got their feelers out. They got their feelers out.
A little on the dorky side.
A small disclaimer. Your feelings, your emotions, your opinions, we're going to trample on them. We might just get really close and personal dealing with the subjects and the matters that we're talking about. But that's what we do. So if we step on some toes...
Beast down. What's up?
Don't take it personal.
No, hey, this is a Pelon and Chubby show. There's no punches pulled. There's no censorship. I've never believed in censorship of any kind. The only requirement is that it's funny.
Absolutely.
You know, it's got to be funny.
I got to have a spin or
we'll
toss it.
And it's my take on it. I'm not saying it applies to everybody.
No.
Chubby might not even feel the same way. I mean, very rarely does he feel the same way. You know,
I'm usually stunned and amazed what the hell's coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, so it's just what it is. But just don't get your feelings hurt. It's just all fun and games. Most of it is true. It's on the internet. They'll tell you it's true.
AM, PM clerks for the cool kids in high school. I don't know what school you went to, Ryan. That was
Robert Salazar. What's up, dog?
I don't know where that came from.
My cousin B Stone's in the house.
B Stone's in the house.
Matt, you know what was disappointing to me is there's a lot of things going on around Comic-Con marketed as family friendly and for fun for kids. And I went with my kids, but there was nothing at all for kids. Of course not. They don't want your kids there. Your kids aren't going to spend all the money. You are. So that's what's fucked up about all this stuff. And you go out and you watch these movies, these Disney movies.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Bro, whatever happened to being fucking PC and all that these fucking snowflakes are all fighting for? Don't offend anybody. Don't do this. But it's okay to talk to young kids about sucking cock and being gay and all that shit. It's okay.
Where did you get that at?
On Disney, dude.
Where?
Read between the lines. Watch the movies.
Read between the lines.
Look,
you're doing
watch
it with
the fucking movie.
Which one?
Dude, you're going to be shocked at what they get away with. When we were kids,
please give me an example.
When we were kids,
give me an example.
They never got away with all that shit.
Give me an example.
Right? Watch them. Watch the shows.
Give me
watch
an example. You can't give me an example? Which one? For example,
Matt will tell you what I'm talking about. Matt,
give me an example.
Matt, explain to him. Explain to the guy what I'm talking about. The liberties that they get away with now in Disney and what they show kids, what they're allowed to show kids. It's fucking unbelievable. It would have never made it through. It would have been like fucking PG-13 when we were growing up. But no, it's okay now. It's Disney.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
you know what? The Disney letters are going to be in a rainbow soon.
So not true.
They're going to be in a fucking rainbow soon.
Eleanor Ripas.
Do you know that people were going to Disneyland?
Really? Why?
Kids were getting molested at Disneyland. Remember? You didn't hear about that?
I never heard of
Big
that.
cover up. They were getting molested. Huh?
Disneyland?
Disneyland. They were getting molested over in Disneyland. So I mean, I'm telling you, dude, it's not what you think anymore. Man, they just want everybody, like, you have to be tolerant of everything. Like, everything's okay, but then all of a sudden, what they determine to be okay is the only thing that's okay. Not really everything. And then if you have any objection to it, then you're a dick. You know, you're
I love your simplistic look on it. Your spin is not even spin. You just give it a cold, hard fact. That's the way it is.
I know what you're talking about, Matt. You know, nothing's designed. Like, we went to Vegas. Who the fuck takes their kid to Vegas for fucking their birthday, 9th birthday?
Well, I mean, there's some of the casinos. I mean, not the casinos. Some of the resorts are set up for family.
Right. Very few.
You take circus out of the equation.
Right,
That's
we went to Paris.
Paris. Yeah.
So they allow the kids in the pool area.
Aria too.
In the pool, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but my son was like in heaven. That fucking pervert was in heaven, dude. He saw all the butt floss and fucking butt cheeks hanging out, titties hanging out.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh my God, this is the greatest place on earth. He's like, fuck Disneyland. Dad, I know I said I wanted to go to Disneyland. No, this was the right choice. This was the right choice. This is definitely kid friendly. Because I had wood, he told my 5-year-old, I had wood the whole weekend we were there.
Wow.
He wanted to put it in every turn.
I wonder where he
I couldn't believe it, dude. I could not believe it.
Were you like, hey?
No, I'm sold. You know, Look. I told you what my thinking is now.
Right.
Like, I look at it and I think
it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, no, I don't have enough energy for that. And I just fucking quit on it right there.
She'll run.
Just quit on it.
I'm done.
I'm good. I don't even feel like explaining myself. I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even want to explain how this would be a good thing for her.
I'm gonna have to fill up a bunch of lies.
Right.
She knows what she's into.
No, even if they're true, I still got to do all this explaining.
No.
And then I got to put in the work, and then the recovery time after.
Need a vacation from my vacation. You are a wonderful man. You're a wonderful man.
It takes cheating to a whole different level.
Oh, wow.
You know?
Yeah, no.
It's not so much about not being faithful. I'm thinking of real, like, physical implications that this little side adventure could have. You know?
So you think about the benefits, the long haul.
I do my list. I pull out the piece of paper.
I'm done, yeah.
Pros, cons.
Right.
Sure, she has a nice rack. Sure, it would probably be fun for about 30 seconds until the cramps all start up and shit. Sure, that might be fucking interesting, right?
Right.
But in the end, is it worth it? Really? Is it worth it? The week of pain? Is it worth the mental anguish because I can't run from the situation fast enough that I might get caught? You know. So it really brings a whole different perspective to it.
All right, Ryan, you take it easy. Have a great night, buddy.
I was thinking of writing a article about that exact thing, and maybe the next episode of AARP. You know?
Wow.
Because I'm coming up on that pretty soon. What do you got to be 50?
No, you got to be 64.
For what? To join?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I got a long way to go.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get in, man. I do certain things off the slide. We had that big popularity with the Face app.
What's that joke? You spend 10 months trying to figure out how to get out.
Yeah.
And the rest of your life trying to figure out how to get
back in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Brett Austin, what's up, dog? I haven't seen you in a while. Where the fuck you been hiding? You haven't joined in. You haven't fucking. What's going on?
What's going on? He's probably got a side piece.
No, fuck. No. He's in the same category as me.
Category.
Fuck. And then hey, bro, I told you what the price on the Viagra is.
Yeah.
Why do we want stock in that?
Yeah.
6 pills for $400, and that's with insurance.
You should be selling like little.
Well, the insurance doesn't even cover
little
it.
baggies of
Fuck,
that.
I should be standing on the corner with fucking
pimping and
blue pills.
Hey, I got that.
Got your blue pills. I'm gonna go by the senior citizen home over there in Carlsbad. Stand outside that motherfucker.
Start a ruckus over there, I'm sure.
I'll sell them for half price, and I'll fucking sell out in a day.
Wow, you maxed out your insurance with the Rick Salas plan over here. You're in trouble. Pelon will keep you.
And then who's gonna arrest you for fucking selling happy pills?
Happy pills are here again.
Officer, come on, look at him.
He goes, yeah, well,
80 years old. He just wants to get a little wood.
He wants to get a little wood.
Doctor said he shouldn't have as many. Fuck.
I'll give you 2 extras right now. Let me know. Go on.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Be sympathetic.
Psych.
We got 15%. That's not good.
Not good. Man, can we maybe just turn the screen off?
I don't know. Can we? Oh, what will happen? Let's see. I don't want to shut it off.
No.
If I shut it off, I
don't know.
If I do that, what'll it do? Shut off the phone?
Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to pause for station identification. This is the Pelon and Chubby Show. Beady, beady, beady.
Check. It's still coming through, right?
Yeah, we're still coming.
Hey, if we don't have volume over there, somebody yell at us.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's just sleep. We don't have to see it. It's still doing its thing. It's connected.
Oh,
that's cool.
Beautiful. So we'll save some energy that way. Why not?
I don't know why you didn't run the adapter across.
Oh, I can still plug it in, huh? I don't know where my plug is.
Wow.
I think it's upstairs.
Where is Rick's butt plug? Where is Rick's butt plug?
Where is Carmen Sandiego?
Where is Rick's butt plug? I didn't get cherry coke again. I think this is a solo mission.
Well, Kathy went to the store.
Fuck Pelon and Chubby.
Kathy went to the store this week, so that's why that happened.
Blame it on the rain.
No sound.
Yeah,
that didn't work. No sound.
What?
Yep.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
All right. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Brett.
Oh,
Good looking out, homie.
Wow. Okay, fine.
Good looking out, dog.
Damn it.
All right, sound back. Let me know. Hello. Chicka.
Yeah, I guess we do need that.
Yep. There it is.
Send a Yelp or a message to the wife, see if you can bring that.
What's that? Oh, the cable?
Yeah.
I don't even know where it is. I think it's in the truck that we dropped off for service.
I was trying to figure out what's up with that little Kia piece of shit.
I don't know. They found the biggest piece of shit they could find.
Hey, it's just like, we got this dude.
Here's your rental car right
Here's
here.
your rental. This is your loaner, sir.
All right, cool. Thanks, Brett. So we got sound again. We're good.
Yeah. For now, until the phone dies.
No, we got 15%. We started at 25.
I thought we were at 38.
No, I started at 25, so
15. We only got
right.
probably got another 5 minutes.
No, fuck that.
I think we're gonna shut down, dude. What was that? That was bad. I was down.
What was it?
It went big, small, and then
Wow.
it just did like a
It's
funky
doing hyper
pan.
zoom.
Yeah, awesome. Love our technology. What's up, Jackie Knight? You know what? I can't. Okay, so the watch parties sent out the notification, and that's really lovely. Once we start simultaneous and giving away stuff. I mean, I'm seriously. I've got Amazon gift cards. I got things, the trinkets to throw at people.
Right.
Nobody's taking our quizzes. Nobody's taking our surveys.
Because they obviously don't give a fuck about
They don't give a
stuff.
fuck. They don't want no. They don't want a little couple
Use
of
it.
dollars.
Use it to buy shit for the show. Buy some
Some more cables or some cherry Coke.
Pepsi.
Cherry Pepsi for the man.
So-
Rick McNeely, thanks for stopping in.
I just do this part for you. Your whole Mueller report.
Okay, well let's dig in because I heard the same things when Barr gave his redacted version, and it's a win for the Republicans. Fine, okay, let's move on. Witch hunt, okay. There was obstruction. There was credible Russian interference, but no one on the Trump team was aware. Okay, we got it. People are now crying about the $23+ million that were used, and it's like, okay, nope, you're over. Not that bad though. And so it's just, you know,
Do they really care about the money?
they don't care about the money. They just bring it up like, well, you could have did the same thing, and
The money would have been misappropriated somewhere else.
either way, you know. So now they got to toss it back, say, okay, well, is that the end now? Is this the end? Is this the final thing? You know, Bob Mueller's a private citizen now. He can go about himself, write his own books and all that other stuff. That's all gravy. Move it on, push it along. There's nothing to see here.
And it's funny how they'll point out shit that happens, but in their own lives they got fucking skeletons beyond reason and how they spend their money and what they do, and then yet you're going to turn and say what he did or what our country does with the money. You know, have an opinion. You know what, man? If your shit's fucked up, you don't have the right to say anything.
Right.
I don't think
you check your backyard.
Exactly, and I've gone back to that how many times? You know, before you start fucking talking shit about somebody else or demanding shit for your fucking peeps, you know, clean up your shit first, man.
Yep. So I mean, I guess there's no closure because we know what the statements were.
So are we finally done with that fucking whole thing?
I guess
Are we done with people saying, wait till the Mueller report comes out?
It's not the smoking gun that they were expecting. One person reads the report for this thing. Another person reads the same lines of sentences and same lines of code, and they say it means this. So the fact that Bob Mueller found no collusion, no one on the Trump team knew about or had in control with.
How do they even know that the thing is accurate, correct, whatever?
What do you mean? How it was
How
accurate
did he
or correct?
find not
They
find?
investigated.
Did
but
they really do anything?
One representative, and she was a Republican, she pointed out that all of his findings and all of his were same thing that was all in the media anyway. So it's like, was he just replying to...
He didn't do shit. He took the paycheck and didn't do shit. Look, here would be a perfect... You know how they do the diet shots?
Take this cash and chug it.
Before and after?
Right.
So there should be a shot of the before with the gun, smoking.
Yeah.
And the Democrats blowing on it. And then the after should be...
Okay. I don't know how you're going to have the before with a smoking gun and then just put it there to take another shot. You might have wasted your only bullet. That was it. I mean,
saying,
they had one shot. There was
Right.
no smoking gun.
Right.
Then they go, okay, well, we're going to get him on the Stormy Daniels. Okay, nope, we're going to get him on that. We're going to get him on this. Let's get him on that.
The only thing that they verified, that they validated,
That he's not exonerated. He had obstruction of justice.
which is the term Teflon Don.
So, can you get him on obstruction? Is it impeachable? No. Is lying while under oath for giving testimony? That is an impeachable offense. So when you have people that say, well, he did it here, clearly here. He actually had McGowan try to get rid of Mueller while he was doing his investigation. He told him, and the guy decided he was going to resign. I'm out of here. I don't want to get involved with that. That's some crazy stuff. So that's obstruction. But there's this whole gray area. Can you file charges or indict a sitting president? No.
You know what I just realized?
What you realize? That you didn't get me no cherry Pepsi?
No, you know what I realized is now I know why for a fact that I haven't been watching any of this shit on TV.
Because there's no clear, concise.
No, because it's fucking boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
so is he a racist?
Yes.
Yeah, you say that?
Oh, for sure.
You know for sure?
For sure.
No.
Not a doubt in my mind.
No one's called him. Okay, and I've seen this.
Look.
I've seen this as a meme, and I don't know if it's true, but they said he's not been known as a racist
mean that in a bad
prior to 2015.
Right. I don't mean.
I was like, okay, he has a lot of community reach, and he's got a lot of outreach and outpouring and support from the black community. He has this, he has that, he has done this, he has done that. He's brought down the numbers for the brown people. He's brought it down for the black people. He's done this for that. So
So let me ask you
he
this.
hasn't been known as a racist. So now we're like, okay, we get him for his immoral stances. We're gonna hang the immigration thing over his head. We're going to hang the fact that he's a racist or has made racist statements. How about he incites violence? How is he more divisive? I can go down there on Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and I'll get away with it.
So,
I can grab him by the baby.
Just because you tell racial jokes, are you racist?
You support and you do enough indicators of, yeah, you are. You're purporting you are doing it. You are fully indoctrined as a racist.
I think he's more of a classist.
No. He is, okay,
he thinks poor people suck. Which I agree with.
And this was even during his talk at his rally.
Nobody wants to be friends with poor people. Come on.
He throws up this little sign. Hey, you do that.
What's that?
That's supposed to be the white supremacist little salute.
Shut the front door.
I know this is okay to me,
right
there. But he did this thing and he mentioned OAC's name, and then he just throws up that real quick. They slow it down and go, "Oh yeah, he's doing a salute." Was he doing it mentally, like he knew it with purpose? Did he just do it because his hands move a lot? Or did
somebody pay him $1 million to do it?
If he threw up a triangle and everything like that for New World Order, or he turned it upside down, everything like that. But he does that, and everybody goes crazy. They lose his motherfucking mind.
Did he really do it?
He did that.
But like the real deal?
He did it. It was clenched, closed, and bam.
Whoa.
Bam. Mentioned her name. I was like, get her. Kind of a sign or a symbol to. And it was purpose. It was clearly purpose. And when they started saying, not lock her up, but they were doing their other chant.
Does anybody know who are we talking about?
So they swing.
I'm fucking lost.
It's all such distractions. There's so much on the table.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Throw her out.
Who's the
Send
president?
her home. Okay, so who's the president? We don't even know.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah.
Who's on first?
Who's on first? Trump.
The hell?
Trump in his rallies. He'll get
what
people
chick are we
chanting.
talking about? The one that blew Clinton?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Chelsea Clinton just had her third child, man.
Really?
Yeah, my goodness. Baby Clinton ain't throwing out babies.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
While daddy was getting a spipey and a pipey and a cigar.
Yeah.
But no, it's just it's insane how all these things are just distractions. What's going on with Iran? I haven't heard anything about Iran in a while. Korea.
Well, he just keeps it in his back pocket. You only pull that shit when you have to deflect the heat. Something happens, he fucks up, says something.
Throw some Iran out
there. Oh, fucking Iran again. Look at him.
Look at him. And it's like, but China gave Iran those missiles. But Russia and China aren't shaking their hands. But Trump's in between shaking both their hands.
What's going on? Does it even matter, though?
In the long run, when...
We're not involved in any of this. I don't remember getting a percentage of the cut or whatever the fuck's going on.
So...
Am I going to get a piece of it?
Okay, so
no.
2020, we get on the trail. We go. So he's got business dealings. So yeah, he's giving up his salary So he's giving up so much money. But
He mentioned that a couple times.
He charges the CIA to go stay at his, when he goes to go play golf, he charges the CIA maximum dollar for their rooms, their coverage, their food, when they're there. So tell me he's not making money during his presidency. Do it after. Make your money after. Don't be fleecing the country. Don't be fleecing the people.
That's what it's called?
That's what.
I thought fleece was just those fucking... I don't understand why they made those jackets and vests in the first place. Every year they're on the clearance rack, the same fucking ones, and every year they make the same ones. The fleece? Is that what we're talking about? Old Navy and shit?
I like cherry Pepsi so much that when I order it at the bars, they make that fake cherry with the pomegranate and the...
What's that called?
Pellegrino or whatever.
What's it called?
Cherry Pepsi, cherry. I say, give me a cherry Coke, and they go, oh, I got you. And
so what's a Shirley Temple?
A Shirley Temple. That's like
7-Up and cherry?
No.
What the fuck is it?
It's got gin or some shit in it.
Isn't it Roy Rogers?
A Roy Rogers. No, Arnold Palmer is tea and lemonade.
Yeah.
Roy Rogers is.
I thought that was Coke, cherry Coke.
No.
Grenadine and Coke.
Really? But there's got to be an alcohol in it, though.
Alcohol.
No alcohol? It's not.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Because Roy Rogers had to be drunk to get dressed up like that every weekend.
Kermie J. Rock, everybody for stopping through.
Is it?
What's up, Miss?
Cherry Pepsi contains...
What's up, Celeste Donovan?
Silic acid that used for rust removal. Well, look at him. He's fucking older than dirt.
I am.
It's good.
But black don't crack. You can't tell I'm 50.
No, but on the inside, it's getting all that rust.
Out.
Out.
Push out.
Well,
yeah.
That's good.
What's up, Celeste Donovan?
Thanks for verifying that, Matt. That's helpful information.
I don't drink them all the time. I'm just mad. At least once a week, they can't hook me up here. Where's the budget? We're gonna talk to our sponsors or something. Get Chubby a mug and make sure that shit's cooled and ice cooled.
Does your car have some kind of feature that I don't know about, where it's allergic to stopping at liquor stores on the way here?
Oh God. Brett writing books up in there, man. You need to get yourself a contract.
Whoa. We got a contributing editor to the team.
I know. He's like, okay, we good.
Watch Blazing Saddles again the other night. Taking racism and Trump. KKK.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
We chanted scum, go back to where you come from. Ironic how Donald see the words from this.
Yeah, he chose the words from that movie. Because he has great writers. He is doing... Apprentice.
Oh wow,
that's all he's doing.
So let me ask you this:
he's not a president. He runs his little rallies. He gets people all riled up. Yeah. He lies to them to their face.
He's like Pitbull, man.
No. He's like DJ Khaled, except he doesn't keep saying his name. He just says the same thing and then lets the crowds go off.
Have you ever noticed that DJ Khaled doesn't sing ever?
Why? Why does it? DJ Khaled. Right. We're the best. And makes $100K every time he does that.
Right. Horse pee.
Horse urine.
You're drinking horse pee.
Well, no, great.
So, hey, but Brett, does
need
it really
need more horse pee?
Hey, does it really matter if he's racist?
I think it does matter that he's racist.
Why?
Because he can't morally judge or rule on certain things. But then it still is okay. He has the executive power and order. If he's not morally doing things from the right sense for the people. Now, and that's what most people are saying, because he's making all this money from all of his business centers and everything and their interest, that he's not being a patriot. He's not doing things for the country. He's doing things for himself. All of his business deals, he's got businesses that are definitely benefiting from operations in China. He's got businesses that are operating and definitely benefiting from Russian connections, Russian contracts.
But doesn't that completely contradict the whole thing that these people are trying to say, is that Trump is not a good businessman, but yet we're complaining about the money he's making in his businesses?
Okay, but it's going to fall apart. If he's had so many failed universities, so many failed businesses, have filed bankruptcy so many times, where is the stopgap? And we're more exposed because his business partners are those master powers, China and Russia.
His problem is he doesn't just focus on one thing and get good at that one thing.
Well,
he tries to branch out too much and do too much, just like being president. He had no business in doing that, but fuck it.
I can do it.
Here.
When he laughed about it and said, I'm gonna be president.
But he can represent the people even if he doesn't like the motherfuckers.
Yeah, no. So even if he's half-heartedly doing the racist thing to stir up his base,
like Easy
that's
said,
a good indicator.
There's no bad publicity.
The publicity, exactly.
Right.
But I'm entertained, and that's the economy is good, so that's good. Yeah. So this is Apprentice White House edition.
Right.
Focus on the White House.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever. Fuck them. Fuck these crime motherfuckers always bitching and moaning about how their feelings is hurt and shit. Nobody cares about your feelings. This whole country isn't run on how you feel.
All right, Brett. So you weren't hit by an extra tax, or you didn't get your credits that you would have gotten that have been
He's
shoveled
rich.
to.
He don't give a fuck.
Who, Brett is?
Yeah, fuck. He don't care.
Oh. He's like the 1%, 2%ers that benefited from having a business, and those Trump benefits actually helped him.
When you're in our tax bracket, you don't give a fuck. Tax as much as you want to. I don't care. Fuck those poor motherfuckers.
Fuck those little people. Yeah. And you're on a program? You're on a program?
Yeah, sorry about your luck. Yeah, better luck next time.
Right.
You should have tried harder in school.
That's it. It's schools. Let's talk about schools for a minute. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You grew up in the wrong community.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, we're almost in August. We got football.
Is that crazy or what?
It's crazy.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad something's coming. Because,
it's distractions.
Baseball's nice and everything.
Baseball's been fun. I mean, I watched the Padres beat up on them. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but don't you feel like right now there's no sports going on? There's fucking nothing.
It just feel like the way
dead.
There's no hype. There's no
we need
nothing.
Football.
Summer basketball. That's a joke.
Yeah, how is that summer basketball getting more hype than regular season MLB? That's nuts.
Yeah, I mean it's the fans, the pull, and they want to see that diversity. It's
diversity. What
there's no diversity. There's no diversity. It's all level playing field. You're playing with who this year? Oh, okay, cool. Where are you coming back next year though? Where are you coming at? Oh,
I thought you meant diversity, like a mix of people in the NBA.
Nah, you know better than that. If they're not playing international ball, the summer thing is just ridiculous.
That fucking. Yeah.
Ride that donkey.
I don't know.
Jump on it.
Maybe I'm just getting fucking cynical.
My saddles, baby.
That whole, I was thinking about, I don't know if it's so much life in general, but I was just thinking like, where are we going with this thing?
What's really happening? What's, where's the get off? So.
Like, you can't just have fun anymore because then you're fucking slacker. The days of partying and shit, you're a fucking loser.
I feel a shift coming on.
I don't know. Where
there's a shift. A movement has been invoked.
Yeah, but it's not a movement like
Occupy.
Like I want to work and shit.
Occupy.
We just want to go get
doing it for nothing?
Kombucha. What the fuck is that?
Go to get a kombucha or an acai bowl.
Right, and then we're going to sit there and we're going to talk to each other, but not like face to face. But we're just going to sit across from each other and text each other
while we get yelled at by our kids.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man?
What's really happening?
Where are we going?
We're so sensitive about stuff. We can't even have open discourse. And I said the term open discourse because that's communications, actually talking, having a dispute verbally. Going back and forth. Open discourse. That's what we do. People don't talk and they don't even communicate. We only talk enough to get upset about something.
You remember the old days?
To withdraw.
You'd get in a fight with somebody, or somebody, you'd be out on the street and somebody do something stupid.
Throw hands.
Right? And they'd be like, you fucking faggot. Right? But now that's a whole different fucking thing. It doesn't even mean like what it used to mean.
No.
We didn't really mean like, oh, you're a fucking cocksucker. No, we didn't mean it like that. We meant like, you fucking idiot, fucking faggot, right? It didn't mean like that. Now it's like,
all right.
Kids.
I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna go with you.
There's a fucking caveman, kids. That's what the fucking old dinosaurs are right there that can't change with the times. and can't be fucking inappropriate with their.
Oh, I mean, well,
name
with the
calling and
identification,
shit.
like, we've got all the LGBTQ, RX, and Z.
Oh my god, there's a radio station now for those fuckers.
But what about we can't say maintenance hole or manhole? We got to say maintenance opening.
The fuck if I'm gonna say that?
You gonna say that? You're not gonna say that.
Oh, you can't say salesman. You have to say salesperson. Happy holidays.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like distance yourself as far as you possibly can from anything that's religious or righteous.
But what is righteousness anymore,
I don't know. I guess having a kombucha and a cock to back it up.
Yes, an acai bowl.
Yeah. Can I stir that with your cock, sir? Come here for a minute. I promise I'll lick it off there when I'm done stirring this up.
I venture to guess. 760-565-3713. Join in, pop in. Just keep a quick word in. Talk to Rick. Talk to Pelon. Talk to Chubby.
Matt's like, what's up with the fucking air horn in the club songs?
Oh, oh my God.
DJ Khaled.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah, more air horn. I love it, dude. The cowbell. Look, yeah, not air horn, cowbell. All right. I don't even know how to do a fucking cowbell.
Do it.
I remember watching the marching bands from Inglewood and all that in L.A. when we were growing up.
I loved high school band and
I'll
marching
tell you what,
band. Dude.
the marching band would come out and it would kind of like do the intro music for the basketball team when they come out.
Uh-huh.
God dang, you were like, I don't know if I'm gonna get stabbed in this motherfucker or this is kind of fucking cool, like Soul Train and shit. Right?
Oh shoot!
And, they'd be like wood. You coming in. I was like, what the fuck is that? Right? And we grew up in Redondo. We don't know how fucking black people are. What's going on here?
I remember where we were. Oh, okay, so in North Carolina when I was in Dixon at Holly Ridge, but right down the town there was Topsail Island, and Southwest. Southwest was our crosstown rival. I would say no bigger than Topsail, but man, Southwest was a beast. Them folks would come in. They didn't even need a band. They would use Nichols pens and they would rap on the bleachers and I was like, what the hell's going on
who's
here?
Fucking spinning tonight?
What's going on? Who's spinning?
There's all the people in the stands.
It was a stand. There's a band.
But dude, they'd walk in. Hey, they would walk in. We're like, where's the rest of the band at? There was a dude with drums and a cowbell.
That's it.
It was like, and it was off the hook. And like, God damn.
Because the audience came in and the couple people that popped up had some routines and some cheers and stuff. You're like, okay.
It was so funky, white people couldn't even dance to it.
It's like,
oh, they came in like cool. You're like, I don't give a fuck if they score one bucket. Those motherfuckers are bang.
We cover that. Hey, bring the band next time. I want them on my team.
Yeah, but Matt said
Centennial was awesome.
Legally, you can say whatever you have the right to say whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't.
No,
you don't really. Unless you want to be an outcast, unless you want to be like a fucking, what do they call it, pariah, whatever the fuck. You know what? People fucking are so fucking non-tolerant and expect you to be tolerant that you cannot say what you want to say. You can't be who you want to be. You can't do any of this shit unless you're like them. And why the fuck should I have to be like you? Why do I have to fucking do all the trendy fucking things? Why is it, we got to put our kids in shoe boxes and fucking drug them up so they don't make too much noise so we can go out and have our fun and then we can fucking suck each other and then they're friends and then fucking whatever and do what, what the fuck? I'm all for a fucking orgy and three ways and all. I'm all for that sexual fucking figuring it out. But you know what, man? You're not going to convince me, fast talk me into sucking a cock. You're not going to convince me that lesbians are okay. You're not. I don't
Rick
give a fuck what anybody says.
Rick's going to be like, oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Oh, whoa.
I don't care
Get that away from me.
how fucked up I get. I don't care what's going on, what kind of shiny light you put in my eye. Yeah, as soon as I feel a little pressure around the anus, fucking somebody's gonna die. Somebody's fucking gonna die. And it's not that I'm scared.
Not that he's scared.
Right, I'm sure it only hurts for a minute, and then it feels fucking great. Otherwise, I doubt people would be doing it still today. But I'm not gonna find out. I don't want to know. I'm cool with it. I'm fine. There's some things in life where, I will go to my grave and be like, fuck, I wonder how that felt.
Okay, so on Netflix, there's a series. I don't know if it's current or if it's old. I just watched it. It's called The Comedians, and there's this one lesbian, and she goes, "I'm gonna break it down for you guys. You guys don't know what or how it works. You know, lesbians." It's not all that, and it's definitely not scissoring. I was like,
dude, if you pull out a dildo, what does that say? You earn for the lack of the cock. You pulled out something that is shaped.
They have those two-way
like
things.
A wiener.
They have those two-way things, so
right.
they
look,
both can pleasure or they whatever.
Why do you need that? It looks like a cock. Why don't you just have a real cock?
They don't want the hairy balls. They don't. If you shave yourself,
you shave it. Oh, you're good.
You shave it.
You're good.
You got to be a little more sensitive too.
Well, I'm just saying, like
I know, but I don't know the qualifier.
No, but I don't understand. Look, if you're swearing off cock, then you should be not allowed to use anything
penetration
that looks like a cock.
Right.
You should have to fucking figure it out. You can get your shit off with a tongue.
You
make something that looks like a tongue.
You took two off the team, look, so you take yourself and then you take another woman with you.
Look, you don't want the rest of the shit that goes with the cock.
It's not a fair playing.
You should not be able to use the cock.
Right.
I know it's not real, but it resembles. We have a copyright. I don't know if you know that, but we have a copyright on the cock. So you are not allowed to use it. If you shun the cock, you cannot use objects that look anything like it.
That's right. So I mean,
to pleasure yourself.
Yes.
You can slap yourself in the face with it if you want to, but you cannot use it to pleasure yourself.
Hey, where we go? Money shot. What's a money shot for female women and lesbian porn? What's the money shot?
Maybe if they squirt on you or something, right? Huh?
Squirting is not happening. That's so fake.
No. Oh my god!
That's funny. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's great. That's great. That's great. What are the money shots?
They swear off men, not cock. Well, how can you have one without the other? Just because it's plastic or rubber or whatever the fuck it is, it still resembles the tool used by man. And if you're going to swear off man, then you need to swear off the cock too. So no, I'm sorry.
Your days of
penetration. You cannot use
Yep.
that tool anymore to satisfy yourself. It is not allowed.
I'm dying over here.
I'm sorry everyone has to grow a beard. I know. Trust me, I know. I had one. I was channeling my inner grandpa, to hook the chicks with the grandpa issues.
Rhonda Capone.
You know.
Call in, girlfriend. Make your voice heard. 760-565-3713. Matt, you're welcome to call in too. I don't care. If somebody come in, call in. 760-565-3713. Lines are open. Let's talk some shit. Ooh, look at that slow fade. That was nice.
So Brett said the heirs to the Getty Fortune, just got married to another chick.
Right. Yes.
So the heirs in there.
She has a lot of cash. Oof. Damn.
How scorned do you have to be?
You take another one off the team. You can't take all the commodity.
I'm just saying, how scorned do you have to be? That you. That's what she gets for going out with all those fucking retards she went out with. And then now they scared her away, and now we lose.
Yeah, it's all our fault.
We lose a potential lottery.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You marry that thing. I don't care if you like her or not. With all that money, you could learn to love her. You can figure it out somehow, some way. All you got to do is replace when you say,
"I got issues."
I love you, and then you say "you" like that, but you finish it under your breath. Your money. Right? I love your money.
So if somebody want to get some of this, 760-565-3713, bring it on. Bring it. We feeling feisty tonight. Feeling good. Sharing the love.
I don't know, man. And then this earthquake thing. Everybody's all fucking freaked out.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. There's a little lull. That's not even... we had a couple of brush fires that made more attention than ever.
Here's how retarded we are. Like... we get on it, everybody's on it for like a week, and they're like, oh, that's fucking last week.
Yeah, it was so last week.
Our life was in danger, but fuck it, that was last week.
So what's the thing this week?
What's this week?
I don't know. There's a new kid song that's rivaling Was it? I forgot
Baby
what artist.
Shark?
No.
No.
Oh man, this is more addictive than Baby
What?
Shark.
Oh
and
my
you don't
God.
know about it?
What is it?
Peggy Pop or Petty Poo Petty?
Who?
It's a pig. Petty pig. Petty pig.
No, Peppa.
Peppa. See, you know
Well, yeah, I know Peppa, but
that bebop song.
she doesn't have a song.
Yeah, she does.
Now she does?
Yeah,
Oh
bebop,
my
bebop,
God.
bebop, bing, 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 beep-up, 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 bing, 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 beep-up, beep-up, zoop, zoop, and it's
What? Well, you're pretty good at that.
it's gonna get it's not already
What?
in your it's not happening in your neighborhood.
It should be in my house like full blown, like
People,
fucking
beep, beep, bing, bing, zipper, zipper, bing, bing, boop, boop. I'm like,
I'm feeling
really?
it though. I like that.
It's got a cadence.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
You know what the craziest thing I saw the other day? I know we're getting old, but
Is it
you know
actually the craziest?
the little girl, the little baby in the sun on the Teletubbies, the sun.
Okay. I don't, but okay.
She's also having babies. That little kid is now. That's
Is
how
it a
old
real
we are.
kid?
Yeah, the little baby that was in the sun.
I don't know. I don't watch
face.
that shit. We didn't have cable.
You didn't.
Fuck.
So she's just had her first kid. It's like crazy. That little baby had a baby. That's how old we are. Teletubbies, not Teletubbies. Yeah, the Dipsy Poe and all those. And then the son was a little giggling little baby girl.
Oh no. What does it say?
Going down. 5,
5, the countdown.
4,
So when we just go off the air,
3,
folks, it's because the battery died.
2, 1.
Yeah, I don't
0.
know. Man. Heather, what's up? I think Trump would be down for a fake cock felony law. You think we should write that down?
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I think we should write that.
That was good.
That'll be a bill.
Speaking of bills,
Today, I'm
they
just
passed.
gonna be
Congress passed the legislation.
sitting here.
Two big
on
things.
Capitol Hill.
The New York fund for the 9/11 fund.
off to the White
They're
House.
trying to figure out how to compensate victims of
But one day,
9/11.
I'm going to be a law.
But they passed it, and they added more money to that fund for the victims of 9/11, the survivors fund. But Congress just passed a biggie for crapola. Where I just had it too.
The bill goes to the House and voted on.
It,
Then to the
Congress, can't seem to get things done, so it
Yeah,
has to
I'm
go
a-
to the Supreme Court because they're too busy. They're too distracted.
But
And they'd
for
be
now-
they're not working for bipartisanship. Oh no,
Which can be vetoed by the president.
Yeah.
So
That's
now
all.
I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
I'm
And
just
one day
a
I'm
bill.
going to be a law.
And I
Hey,
guess one
hey, Bill.
day you're a law. Oh yeah. Trump said truth is a force
I'm on you,
of
Bill.
nature. That was his tweet. That was truly a classic moment. He has moments of coherence and incoherence, and they say he's slipping in and out of dementia.
Really?
Oh, but
The president?
yeah. I mean,
Would it
how
really make a
capable-
difference?
Would it,
If he was...
just throw it up.
Hey,
Just throw it up.
isn't he already full-blown demented?
He's dumb. Hey,
Hey, I don't care what anybody says about that fucking crazy motherfucker. He's all right with me.
Okay, so the
How-
chant.
would you drink with
the
him?
chant? Well,
I'm just saying, if you drank,
if I drank,
would you drink with him?
I'd sit down and listen. I've had open discourse with him. Absolutely.
Why not?
Why not?
I think it'd be fun, dude. I'd be like, listen, I'll sit down and drink with you as long as you don't say anything about politics. Just drink and talk
and have
about chicks and how much you hate black people. Ah.
Send her back. Send her back.
fuck.
Send her back. Send her back. Send her back. Whatever.
I think it'd be hilarious, man. Can you imagine the stories that fucker could tell? If you're like, like just open, like he was just having a drink, having fun, and just talking. Can you imagine that?
Well,
Oh my God. I mean, he's kind of a dork, though. I think my stories might be better than his stories, is what I fear.
I would guarantee your stories are better than his.
And you know what? The one person that knows is right here on here is
Brett?
yeah, that fucker will tell you some stories.
Yeah.
And then there's a fuckload of stories that he doesn't even know because he wasn't around for a good part of it. But you can take the stories that he knows about and times them by 100.
Wow.
And I mean, it's that fucking. Maybe that's why I'm so fucked up. Like not just mentally, but physically. The amount of shit that I put my body through, you know, like sometimes I just like, you know, how you kiss the ground when you come back. He knows. We kissed the ground when we came across a border one time. And so it's like every day I get up. Like it's funny. I'll get up out of bed and then I'll bend down and then I'll kiss the ground like I fucking made it one more day. You know, it's like that bad. Like complete like fucking misuse of the temple.
Get into it.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, look at it. It's like, oh yeah, I got some stories. And I was the fucking butt of the joke of most of the fucking stories or whatever. Fuck yeah, I don't know. It was nuts. But people wonder why I have the perspective or say some of the things I do, you know? And it's not because I want to hurt anybody, because honestly, you know, in order to hurt somebody, you got to give a fuck about them first, right?
So,
you know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
And I don't really give a fuck about anybody, so how could I hurt anybody?
Nobody's gonna get hurt. Ain't nothing but words.
What happened? Somebody said something like,
I don't know if that was how recent that tweet was, but Jesus.
What? More crying?
No, Trump signed a deal with or announced a deal with Congress on the budget and the debt ceiling. I mean, the deficit is the largest it's ever been in history, but yet the economy's doing so good.
Because we're not paying our bills. You know when you're not paying your bills?
And
you
got
a fuckload of money for everything.
And the tariffs, so you're not dealing with tariffs because you're just shunning it off and pushing that off. Someone's got to spare the expense of that. The American people.
Well, I mean, at some point he can just be like, hey, you know what? And it's probably coming soon. You know all those deals we had before he leaves office? You know all those deals we had? Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
We don't know you shit.
God.
If you don't like it, fucking do something about it.
You're feeling froggy? Jump. I got my finger on the button. My little hands, big button. What are they going to do? What you going to do?
You know how the strong fucking prevail? Well, guess what? We're rewriting the rules, and we don't know you shit. How you like them apples?
So anybody that would have been his opposition, he already got him removed. So the drain does swamp. Drain does swamp.
Dude, I told you.
Does swamp.
I told you the fucking story for spring break.
Yeah.
Me and Brett.
Yes.
We started in Palm Springs. Locked, holed up in some fucking bathroom for 2 days, and then got somehow kicked out of the fucking bathroom.
God.
And then we're driving over. We don't know how to get. We're trying to go from Palm Springs to Rosarito for spring break. Wow. So we decide we're going to go over the mountain instead of going around the mountain. Bad move. In the middle of the night, halfway fucked up, haven't slept for a couple of days. So we're driving over the hill, and then we got to piss. So we stop on the top of the hill to piss. Well, the winds are like almost 100-mile-an-hour winds. Well, you know what happens when you start pissing? You're not even pissing into the wind, and it's fucking hitting you in the face. So somehow we make it to Rosarito, and I think we got $6 in our pocket.
Oh my god!
I don't know what the fuck it was. We didn't have any money. We had like $6 to live for 2 days.
And
we were eating at the fucking taco shop. We had no gas.
Wow.
Dude, it was a complete. And then out of nowhere, my cousin
showed up.
She walks
out
up
of just
out of the nowhere. Fucking blue.
Big world, small world.
And so anyway, we're cruising through TJ, and I get stopped for making a right turn on a red light, which I had no idea was illegal.
That's illegal.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I like driving down in third countries.
Yeah.
I don't even call them third world countries, but they're
like you might get fucking carjacked by the cops at any time.
Yeah.
So I get pulled over, and he's like, you can't make a right turn. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? If you stop, you can make it. Not in Mexico. Whatever. Anyway. You got a driver's license? I didn't have my driver's license.
Rules of the land.
Because I had lost it, right? And so I had my passport. So I show him my passport, and I'm like, here. Well, all of a sudden, he's like, okay, we got to go to the jail. The jail. So I said, okay, well, I'll follow you. No, I'll follow you, he says. Well, I don't know where the fucking jail is. I'll tell you where to go. Anyway, this car goes flying by, another cop with siren. This motherfucker takes off, and chases them with my passport.
Oh, what?
So I look at Brad. I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Now what?
And I told him, I know what we're doing. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Peace out.
Dude, I fucking hit the gas. We're flying through TJ like 70, 80 miles an hour, running all the red lights and shit. We're like, fuck this. We're gone.
Okay. Wow.
But we're out of gas.
We're out of battery too.
We're out of gas, and I got a truck that has 2 tanks, so I'm flipping back and forth between the 2 tanks. Dude, we got to the other side, and we were flying through the border and everything. We got to the other side, and we're like, fuck. We made it.
Now what?
And we finally got back to my mom's house. I think we slept for like 2-3 days straight.
Right on.
There's a Mexican living there somewhere named Rick Salas.
By the name of Rick
Who paid a
Salas,
$100 for a passport he stole from.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
That's why when I do anything wrong right now, no, fuck no. That's some Mexican dude named Rick Salas that stole my passport. Yeah, that motherfucker. He's been doing a lot of shit. You got to look out for him. That was a fucking weird situation.
And somehow you made it through. Like, what is that? Most
How
people
did
get killed.
Right.
Most people.
And how didn't I get pulled over for a fucking DUI or something or whatever? You know, I went like 40 years or however many years it was, 20-something years without, what happened? Oh. I made it all that time without it, and then I finally, you know, after like 3 years or whatever it was, finally got nailed. But, you know, and I told Kathy, I said, hey, you know what? I mean, it's justice in a way, because I should have probably got caught a long time ago, you know? But I made it that long. But anyway, more stories to come. We got a couple things. We got a battery running out on our main control here of the whole deal. I got to piss like a fucking racehorse, so I'm going to get out of here.
Let's go ahead and do the wrap. Let's do the wrap.
And I'm going to piss my pants, so I'm going, guys, here. But until we see you next time, thanks for joining the Pelon and Chubby Show. I'm Rick Salas. This is Guy. We're Pelon and Chubby together here every Wednesday. Tell your friends. Until we see you again, see ya!
Good night, everybody.